And we are live. Welcome, fellow artists, to Lyricology 101. I still don't have my channel back yet, but we back at it again. We still here with y'all. We still love y'all. And we got another personal bar for bar breakdown with my man J Riv. We've covered J Riv before, so he's back again with his track Trapped. Now, this is a very interesting song because he's taking on the perspective of somebody that's in sleep paralysis. So he gives you perspective on that, and it's just a very unique song. So let's get the ball rolling. If you guys are interested in getting your song broken down in a similar fashion, hit me up at Lyricology101 mail@gmail.com. Please add the mail. Let me know you want your song broken down. We can do a reaction or we can do a breakdown. This here is a breakdown. So without further ado, let's get this ball rolling with my man J Riv on Trap. Let's go. So right off the bat, you hear him talking to himself, trying to figure out what's going on. So he's already setting you up for the track, and then the bars are gonna hit.
Am I asleep or awake? Can't speak on what's fake. Try to slap myself to see if I feel in my face. Body's dead, spirits extracorporeal in my way. So I always pray Jesus takes the wheel when I lay.
All right, so speak on what's fake, right? So that's a 5, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a 4. Sorry. So yeah, am I asleep or awake? Can you speak on what's fake? Try to slap myself to see if I could feel in my face. So we got the internals here with see if, and then we also got another internal with pray and Jesus again. So they're all aligned, but most of this is the end rhyme. So the end rhyme is a 4-syllable swing, right? So speak on what's fake, feel in my face, extracorporeal in my way. So he swung it again for the 4 syllables, and then take the wheel when I lay. So it just, everything comes together really smooth. I look at it as he opened up with these sheet rhymes, right? Sheet rhymes to me are like bracketed syllables in big groups. We don't see a lot of miniature internal rhyming, which is, I love that. You know what I'm saying? Makes my job easier. But anyway, so yeah, we're getting that. And then we're going to follow through with another flow. I think it's about 5 to 6 syllables after 9 to 5 stress, about 6-syllable rhyme cadence. You got it.
Cause I'm trying to find rest after 9 to 5 stress. No danger yet scary like I'm nigh to my death.
See, cause I'm trying to find rest after 9 to 5 stress like I'm nigh to my death. So all of that is linked. The cadence is 100% with it. So all the syllables are matched after 9 to 5 stress. Yeah, that's a 6-syllable. So 6-syllable swing sounds fucking dope. And then we get these internals with the yet and the internals with the I sound. So like I'm nigh to my death, trying to catch the cousin, mind at ease, body numbing when I wake, eyes open, but the rest of thy is nothing. So he's just going off of that I sound in the dark blue. And then we got the internals. We got the end rhyme with cousin, numbing, and nothing, but the internals lead into it. So we'll run the whole flow back. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Am I asleep or awake? Can't speak on what's fake. Try to slap myself to see if I feel in my face. Body's dead, spirits extracorporeal in my way. So I always pray Jesus takes the wheel when I lay.
Smooth.
Cause I'm trying to find rest after 9 to 5 stress. No danger yet scary like I'm nigh to my death. Trying to catch a cousin, mind at ease, body numbing. Then I wake, eyes open, but the rest of thy is nothing. No one applying.
It's just fluid. It's just fluid. He makes it sound butter. But what's my man talking about?
Am I asleep or awake? Can't speak on what's fake. Try to slap myself to see if I feel in my face.
All right, so he's already opening up with the sleep paralysis concept, right? So is he asleep or is he awake? If you don't know what sleep paralysis is, it's like I don't know. I don't know it 100%, but I know that the idea is you're basically coming out of a deep sleep and you wake up, but you cannot fully move your body because you're in a paralysis state. So is he asleep or is he awake? He can't speak on what's fake because he doesn't know if he's really dreaming or if he's still in bed trying to figure out, like if he's in bed awake trying to get up, but he can't move. So of course, he's not sure if he's still in the dream or not. So am I asleep or awake? Can't speak on what's fake. Try to slap myself to see if I could feel in my face, right? So he's just trying to see if he's in that state.
Feel in my face, body's dead, spirits extracorporeal in my way. So I always pray Jesus takes the wheel when I lay.
All right, so his body's dead, but the spirit's extracorporeal in my way. So extracorporeal is like an external form of like it's an external type of surgery, but in the context of spirit, I feel like it's an external force of light or external force. So if his body's dead and his spirit's alive and around him in his way, then that's what I'm seeing. So I always pray Jesus take the wheel when I lay. I feel like that's connected in some sense or another to the spirit being extracorporeal. So maybe Jesus is that spirit around him, but the body is dead because he's asleep, and also the body is dead because he's in a paralysis state.
It's a wheel when I lay, cause I'm trying to find rest after 9 to 5 stress. No danger yet scary, like I'm nigh to my death.
I just like the way he put that together. So I'm trying to find rest after 9 to 5 stress. So, I mean, 9 to 5 stress is he's got a job. This dude's wore out. He's just trying to sleep. He's just trying to relax. So he's trying to find rest. He's trying to sleep, but damn it, he's stuck in sleep paralysis. So it's already more stress, right? After 9 to 5 stress, now he has sleep paralysis stress. So no danger, yet scary, like I'm nigh to my death, right? So it's like he's close to his death or he's in the presence of his death, right? So no danger, yet scary, because he's in a sleep paralysis state. There is no danger. He's completely still. But it is scary because he has no control over his body.
Stress, no danger yet scary, like I'm nigh to my death. Trying to catch a cousin, mind at ease, body numbing, then I...
All right, so I had to highlight this one. So I connected the green for this one. So trying to catch the cousin, right? Trying to catch the cousin of death, right? No danger yet scary, like I'm nigh to my death, trying to catch the cousin, right? So he's just trying to sleep. So his body's dead. It brings it back to the body's dead concept. So trying to catch trying to catch the cousin of death, which is sleep. His mind is at ease, but his body is numb, right? So he's just trying to chill, but this shit is happening.
Then I wake, eyes open, but the rest of thy is nothing.
So yes, he's waking up. He's looking around, but nothing else is happening, right? So once again, am I asleep or awake? It goes back to the original question that he started with, and he just rounds it back. So really clever shit. I just like the way he's putting the story together, man.
Mind at ease, body numbing, then I wake, eyes open, but the rest of thy is nothing. No one applying pressure around to make me jump. See shit in front of me, but I'm bound and chained to slump.
Around to make me jump. I'm bound and chained and slump. Another 6-syllable cadence, but that's a full rhyme too. It's just fucking solid.
See shit in front of me, but I'm bound and chained to slump. Voices in my head sound like me, but I ain't talking. Stress made your boy a temporary Stephen Hawking.
All right, so yeah. So we got the talking and hawking in rhymes, and then the internals with head and stress, me, and temporary Stephen Hawking. So yeah, some quick internals.
Hawking. To cause more episodes of Wake Up. Solo soda show the vegetable the way up. Most don't ever have to worry when they nap, but for some it doesn't always work like that.
That flow's crazy. All right, so episodes of Wake Up, vegetables the way up. Episodes of Wake Up. So another 6-syllable cadence, 6-syllable rhyme. Very good on the end rhyme. And then he does this internal at the beginning, solo soul to show the vegetable the way up. Most don't have, and then he goes from there. So the solo soul to show, most don't rhyme is fucking cool. That's just really solid, man. And then he just goes with the end rhymes for nap, that, and trap. And I feel like he's just kind of rolling off because we're approaching the end of the verse. So yeah, he's gonna roll into the hook, so he's not rhyming all crazy at the end of the hook. Really good. Or at the end into the hook. Let's go.
There's nothing, no one applying pressure around to make me jump. See shit in front of me, but I'm bound and chained to slump. Voices in my head sound like me, but I ain't talking. Stress made your boy a temporary Stephen Hawking. To cause more episodes of Wake Up. Solo soda show the vegetable the way up. Most don't ever have to worry when they nap, but for some it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes I feel trapped.
But wait. Oh, we going into the hook, but what my man talking about though?
And then I wake, eyes open, but the rest of thy is nothing. No one applying pressure around to make me jump. See shit in front of me, but I'm bound and chained to slump. Voices in my head sound like me, but I ain't talking. Stress made your boy a temporary Stephen Hawking.
I just like that idea. So the stress made your boy a temporary Stephen Hawking. And Stephen Hawking, if you don't know, he's incapable of moving, right? So he can communicate, but he cannot physically move. He cannot physically interact, right? So stress made your boy a temporary Stephen Hawking. So I'm bound and chained and slumped to me connects with that very well. Stress made your boy a temporary Stephen Hawking to cause more episode of Wake Up. So no one applying pressure around to make me jump. So there's nobody around him, but it's still scaring him right after the scary line. So no one's around applying pressure. No one applying pressure around to make me jump. see shit in front of me, but I'm bound to change and slump. So he can't move when he sees what's going on in front of him. Now, from what I hear about sleep paralysis, is like you can see things maybe that you couldn't see with your natural eye because you're like in the half state of sleep, in the half state of being awake. So this is the kind of stuff that you'll encounter or see, right? So he's seeing stuff in front of him. He can't move, so he's bound to change and slump because he's in a paralysis state. Voices in his head sound like me, but I ain't talking, right? So what he's saying is, in this context, if he's half asleep, half awake, then he doesn't know if he's whether thinking to himself or hearing shit, hearing apparitions. It's a pretty interesting concept, man. I think it's a really interesting perspective to go on a song as well.
Stress made your boy a temporary Stephen Hawking to cause more episodes of Wake Up.
And then I just like the parallel for wake up. So get your ass up because he wants to wake up.
Wake up. Solo soda show the vegetable the way up.
And then I just like the solo soul double play. The alliteration on that sounds really good. So yeah, the solo soul to show the vegetable the way up, right? He is the vegetable. Wake up. He wants them to get up, right?
Way up. Most don't ever have to worry when they nap, but for some it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes I feel trapped.
All right, so in the context of what's going on, sometimes, so this might not be his first time having sleep paralysis because he's saying sometimes I feel trapped. So in context to what's going on in the hook, it's about this sleep paralysis event, right? So most don't ever worry when they nap, but for some it doesn't always work like that. So he just was trying to sleep, take a moment, and now he's stuck.
I feel trapped. Too relaxed to worry about heart attacks, but I still feel trapped. If I was slapped, maybe I could come back, but alone I am trapped. Soul intact, but I hope it don't protract, cause I still feel trapped.
So long story short, we ain't got time for this. He's too relaxed to worry about heart attacks. So too relaxed to worry about heart attacks, but I still feel trapped. Going off of the I rhyme. If I was slapped, maybe I could come back, but alone I am trapped. Soul intact, but I hope it won't protract because I feel trapped. So it's just going off of the ass sounds solid. So yeah, let's run it.
Hawk, who goes there? There's someone right in front of me. They either look like shadows or people to keep me company. Sometimes it's scary, sometimes it could be lovely. From demon-like creatures to great abuelo keeping up with me.
All right, so front of me, company, lovely, up with me is the main in rhyme. But for the third, all the way down to the fourth bar, he does have these internals with the E sound. So keep me company, be lovely, keeping up with me. So it extends the flow. But the main flow is the front of me, company, lovely, up with me, and rhyme. He's got some internals with right, like, and then he uses sometimes twice, but I feel like I just wanted to connect him for the sake of the flow, how he anchors himself on the rhythm. It all comes together really well. So either look like shadows or people to keep me company, right? So we got the rhyme scheme, and he's going to bring it back later on the fourth bar from demon-like creatures to great abuelo keeping me company. So the rhyme scheme is being utilized quite a few times.
See what looks like kids at playing house party. I've seen people that look just like all my friends. I've seen what looks like dark shadows. Interesting. Even sober from the trees couldn't yell timber then, though.
All right, so in this context, I'm seeing that he chose to anchor his rhyme to a 3-syllable flow at the end. So it's not 100% rhymed all the way through, but partying, all my friends, interesting, and timber then are all a 3-syllable cadence, 3-syllable swing. So he's matching the end rhyme for the end sound, or ing, right? Partying. No, yeah, party in, all my friends, interesting, timber then, right? So he's going in for the I sound. Last couplet, interesting and timber then matches very well. You see the E sound is still in the orange. So I align scene a bunch of times, but really it's just to keep the flow going, or at least there's like a rhythmic flow to how he uses the E sound. So he's just anchoring off of the E sound and rolling all the way to the end. But what's my man talking about though?
Hawk, who goes there? There's someone right in front of me. They either look like shadows or people to keep me company.
All right, so Halt who goes there, that's a statement within himself, maybe. Just saying, what the fuck is that? Because he's still in sleep paralysis, right? So Halt who goes there, there's someone right in front of me. So I don't think Halt who goes there is a quote that the other thing is saying to him. I think that's coming from him directly. But there's someone right in front of me. They either look like shadows or people to keep me company. because he's still in that mid state. So yeah, he's seeing shadows, he's hearing voices, just like he heard in the first verse. He's just expanding further into the picture.
Someone right in front of me. They either look like shadows or people to keep me company. Sometimes.
So shadows or people to keep me company, like to hang with him, maybe even, I don't know, to wake him up, to help him wake up from this fucked up state.
To keep me company. Sometimes it's scary, sometimes it could be lovely. From demon-like creatures to great abuelo keeping up with me.
All right, so yeah, once again, we get the same imagery. They either look like shadows, which is a negative entity, or people to keep me company, maybe, you know, spirits like ancestors or something like that. So he follows through. Sometimes it's scary, sometimes it could be lovely. So we got the left hand and the right hand. From demon-like creatures to great abuelo keeping up with me. So his great grandfather, his great grandfather keeping up with him, or just an ancestor. That's the way I would look at it. So you got the left hand, demon-like creatures, right hand, your ancestors, right? Sometimes it's scary. That's how you get the demon creatures. And sometimes it's lovely. So it's just a left and right kind of situation.
Keeping up with me. See what looks like kids at playing house party. I've seen people that look just like all my friends. I've seen what looks like dark shadows. Interesting. Even sober from the trees couldn't yell timber then.
So, I mean, at this point, he's just giving you a description of what these apparitions could possibly be, right? The shadows or whoever they are. He's seen something that's similar to kids playing. He's seen something that maybe people that he knows personally. And I thought all my friends to me is just something that maybe he's projecting from his own mind because he's half asleep, half awake. So it might look like his friends because it's something happening within him and he's seeing out of his own eyes. I've seen what looks like dark shadows, interesting, which goes all the way up to the orange. So I feel like he's just giving you light and dark of this whole concept of what's going on. Even sober from the trees couldn't yell timber then. So trees and timber connection is there. And I guess sober from the trees, he's not high and he couldn't yell timber then. So the timber to me is something falling or look out maybe even. So yeah.
Interesting. Even sober from the trees couldn't yell timber then. Though I should have knocked out, no fists needed. Comatose and losing this. I'm stuck somewhere between it. Never.
All right. So though I should have knocked out, no fists needed. Comatose and lucidness. I'm stuck somewhere between it. So I don't feel like they're anchored together flow wise, but these rhymes are connected.
Knocked out, no fists needed. Comatose and losing this. I'm stuck somewhere between it. Never seen an old hack. Maybe an incubus. Heard unintelligible voices in my ear whispering. Can't say been out of body much, but then again reclined to a nap one day with my headphones in.
All right, so yeah, once again, I feel like he anchored himself to the 3-syllable incubus whispering then again, and then he wanted to keep the flow going, so he used headphones in, which is the same syllables, and he lands on that last end rhyme with the end sound. But yeah, the main rhyme is incubus in my ear. He bent it really weird. So incubus in my ear, whispering, then again, and then headphones in. And then we get these little miniature internals here. It's like say, day, recline, took a dozen tries to hear the power button beat, and then he's going to go with this internal for fucking arms underneath. So button beep, so button and fucking match and under match. So button, under, and fucking are all connected, but the main rhyme is button beep underneath. Really good.
Oh, I should have knocked out, no fists needed. Comatose and losing this. I'm stuck somewhere between it. Never seen an old hack. Maybe an incubus. Heard unintelligible voices in my ear whispering. Can't say been out of body much, but then again reclined to a nap one day with my headphones in. Took a dozen tries to hear the power button beep. Fucking arms were still underneath my blanket. I was trapped.
Let's go. But what's my man talking about, though?
Didn't yell timber then, though I should have knocked out, no fists needed.
All right, so though I should have knocked out, right? I should have just been asleep. I should have went to sleep. No fists needed. I just thought that was a cool connection. So though I should have knocked out, no fists needed. Comatose and lucidness. I'm stuck somewhere between it. So we're still in that space. He's either asleep or he's awake in a lucid state. Comatose is completely out, knocked out, and in lucid state, he's like halfway there.
Timber then, though I should have knocked out, no fists needed. Comatose and losing this. I'm stuck somewhere between it. Never seen an old hack. Maybe an incubus. Heard unintelligible voices in my ear whispering.
All right, so never seen an old hag, maybe an incubus. So I feel like that he's never seen an old lady, like which I don't know. The old hag to me made me think like a witch or something scary, and then maybe an incubus. And I was like, well, the old hag could be connected to the incubus. So he's never seen an old hag, so maybe he re-identified it as an incubus. Heard an unintelligible voices in my ear whispering, and I connected that to that incubus idea. So yeah, I feel like he's just seeing dark things.
My ear whispering. Can't say been out of body much, but then again, reclined to a nap one day with my headphones in. Took a dozen tries to hear the power button beep. Fucking arms were still underneath my blanket. I was trapped.
So yeah, can't say been out of body. I connected the outer body to the fucking arm still underneath because he wasn't connected to his body, right? So can't say been out of body much. But then again, reclined to a nap one day, and I believe this is the song or this is one of the events. So I haven't been out of body much, but then again, I reclined to a nap one day with my headphones in, took a dozen tries to hear the power button beep, basically trying to reach for it, but his arms were still underneath. So he actually was listening to music, took a nap, and realized, oh snap, I'm actually in sleep paralysis. So he couldn't even turn the music off, right? So took a dozen tries to hear the power button beep, and I believe that's his alarm, right? But his arms are still stuck because he was actually stuck in sleep paralysis. Very interesting. So his arms are stuck underneath, like in the state of sleep. Which is connected to the knocked out and no fist needed. So yeah, his arms were still underneath because he was still asleep, but also his arms were underneath the blanket because he was still trapped under his bed, or trapped under his blanket in his bed. So yeah, I see the thing, man. It's beautiful.
My blanket, I was trapped. Too relaxed to worry about heart attacks, but I still feel trapped. If I was slapped, maybe I could come back, but alone I am trapped. Soul intact, but I hope it don't protract, cause I still feel trapped.
J Riv, flow like a river, flow kind of killer. There's no guy that's realer. Smoked by a Miller. Yeah, but really good, man. As far as the concept is concerned, I don't think I've ever heard a song about sleep paralysis, or at least emphasis on sleep paralysis. So I really do think that's a unique angle as far as the song is concerned. Really early on, dope rhyming. I love sheet rhymes. And I just like the way that he's able to describe the story and describe the experience, so you guys can break it down on your own. So yeah, shout out to my man J Riv. Fire! Oh, yeah, if you guys, sorry, it is late, my bad. So if you guys are interested in getting your song broken down in a similar fashion, please hit me up at lyricology101mail@gmail.com. Let me know you want your song broken down. And we're doing any song, but people just don't, I try to tell you guys, we are covering any song. The prices cover any song, you know? So if you want the next mural, if you want anything, hit me up. Aesop Rock, any person, I'll cover it. But not a single person has come. So I'm not sure about that. Maybe I'll just stick to doing your guys' song. But yeah, any song. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. And if you like what we're doing here at Lyricology 101, please share. This has been Lyricology 101. I'm Andre Gaynor. And don't forget where the art is. Thank you all.